So we're seeing a lot of changes in the dynamics and smaller dogs. We keep talking about the revenues from pet food increasing year over year over year, and I'm sure that's what's happening at PetSmart. But it seems like with smaller dogs, we're going to have smaller volume total. Are you seeing that in your stores as well?
Yeah, that's absolutely a challenge. Small dogs eat less, but they also, because of the humanization, they buy more premium food. So that's driving the average price of a bag up because those pet parents want high quality premium nutrition for their pets. So that's the balance that we have to strike, that the pounds or the tonnage may go down, but the price per bag is going up.
Here we go.
You said something about the special needs for the foods for the small dog. Can you tell me a little bit more elaborated?
Sure. So the small dogs live longer, so right there's the opportunity for really senior or super senior foods that are specially made for the pet. Obviously they have smaller mouths, so how do you make, and different pets chew differently, how do you make sure that you have the right size kibble for the different breeds? And then there's specific things different breeds have with digestion or potential for weight gain, and really making sure you have the formulations built to address that is really important.
Insight on dog trends, but I love dogs, but I also love cats. What about trends and changes in cats and formulas and diets?
So a lot of the trends as far as the pet parent trends that we're seeing for dog, we're also seeing cat, but cats are not small dogs. That is our saying at PetSmart. They do have different things. One of the things that we have seen from a trend perspective is the need for more urinary tract health formulas from a cat perspective. There also is the need, because cats can be somewhat aloof, but the pet parents, particularly the millennial pet parents, want to engage with their cats. So how do you really develop products that help that pet parent engage with their cat?
Hi, can you talk a little bit more about programs on the doing good? What kinds of things have really resonated with pet parents at PetSmart, and or other programs that you've seen that really made a difference and communicated?
Okay. Our biggest program for us is our partnership with PetSmart Charities. So PetSmart Charities is the biggest donor to animal welfare in the country. So that is our biggest program, and that's really focused on saving the lives of pets. And like I said, we're on track to save about 7 million lives this year, and so we're very, very excited and proud about that. And then across the industry, that is generally a lot of what people are doing, is focused on how do you save more lives, how do you make sure you're providing care. Another program that we're involved in that has been very successful is where when people may have a situation where they're homeless, they generally can't bring their pets with them. So we have been involved in a program where building really homes for the pets as well, and shelter for the pets for when people go into homeless shelters. And then the most recent thing that we started with is a partnership with the Diamondbacks to allow, really it's about creating moments where people can be with their pets, where people can bring their pets to a baseball game.
Another question back here.
First of all, thank you for your time. Just as a follow-up there, if charitable contributions is such a big thing, why is PetSmart Charities, why did they lay off all their staff? Why did you lay off all the staff last year? And why have you actually cut back on donations to shelters this year?
So it is my understanding, just as we were going through that, is really around fine-tuning our team so that we can really build a foundation to give more and really be focused on building the overall financial, stability of the organization long-term. And we are, I will tell you, more committed to PetSmart charities than ever, and building the right team to deliver on our objectives.
Morning, Evelia. Hello? Hello, hello. Good morning. You talk about pet parents wanting an engaging, experiencing store. With the growth of e-commerce, can you talk a little bit about what PetSmart is doing to really focus on the in-store experience?
So for us, it's really how do you make sure that you put the special back in pet specialty from an in-store experience standpoint. It's not just about people coming in and, like we said, having a transactional relationship. They want to have a connection to both the associates and the store. So we're focused on giving our associates more time to be engaged with the pet parents and less time just stocking the shelves. We're focused on providing tools and resources to both online and in the store so that our associates are educated as well as our pet parents can navigate our aisles better. And then we're focused on really how when a pet parent comes in the store, is it in a special experience? Because that's why she comes to PetSmart. She doesn't come to PetSmart just because I have dog food and cat food on the shelves. She comes for an experience, and that's what differentiates us from any other retailer or any other pet retailer.
One more question here.
We learned yesterday from Victoria that dogs like treats, the smellier the better. How do we educate the consumer to buy things that the dogs want, not necessarily what you want?
That's a really great question. Because it's human nature to look at the things that you think are interesting. So it's almost like I think you have to do both as a manufacturer, as a retailer. You have to understand that the pet parent is the one who's actually making the purchase, but if it doesn't please the pet, they won't buy it again. So as, developers, you have to think about both. You can't think about one or the other, is my perspective.
I have a question in regards to this notion of transparency. We talk about it a lot in our industry. What are some of the steps that we can take to make that a reality? What sorts of things have you put into practice at PetSmart to bring transparency to your programs?
I think one of the biggest things is I have been reading about transparency and what the pet parents want, both from a human, I believe from a pet standpoint, is they just want to know where does the food come from? Where is it manufactured? Is it made in the USA? Is it made in South America? And the more transparent we can get, I believe, the better. This is a journey. I think all of us are on the beginning of the journey. And we have to, like I said, talk to the pet parent and understand what she's looking for and how we can meet that need.
Yeah, good morning. A question about ingredients. What is your vision of the consumer perception of the use of ingredients to sustain or support health claim? How do they understand that? Are there too many ingredients, or not enough, or not enough understanding? Thank you.
Greg, I'm going to repeat the question because I'm not sure I got the whole thing.
Slow. I'm French, but I'm speaking too quickly in English. Sorry. So,
The microphone's breaking up so slowly.
sorry. So, about the healthy ingredient used in the pet food, what is your vision of the consumer understanding of these ingredients in relation to what is labeled and what is claimed as a story about being labeled? Thank you.
Okay, got it. So I do believe pet parents are applying their own, the changes they're making in their own human lives, right, to their pets, right? They want healthy, whole ingredients, and they want those same ingredients for their pet. There's the same benefits to having those ingredients in the pet food. I believe it is really important that as manufacturers, as retailers, that we start to talk about those benefits, we start to substantiate them. I think we have gotten away with just saying we have them, but not really talking about true benefits, and I think we do a disservice to the pet parents and the industry by not doing that. We have to really start to talk about what should the pet parent expect to see as they buy a premium dog or cat food.
Any other questions? Evelia will probably be around a little bit after this, so if you have one of those private questions you'd like to ask her, I'm sure